May I please, Your Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention a petition for listing, my lord. On Monday, my lord, there is some urgency in this matter, my lord. So if
Listing for motion.
motion, my lord, it's a fresh matter, my lord.
What is the matter about?
My lord, the petitioner herein has been served with a transfer order, my lord, and he has only 11 months of service left in his tenure. My lord,
Yes,
deep doubles.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 41. This matter become infractions.
item 41.
41. Contempt matter.
Okay. Why infraction order has been complied with?
Yes, Lordship.
Take from 41. Ms. M. Dev, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner submits that the order of this court has been complied with and therefore this contempt case may be closed. Taking note of submission of Ms. Dev, this contempt case stands closed. What is the IA about?
I have heard that is implement of some necessary.
Side of IA is disposed of. Yes.
Obliged.
Lord, with regard to item number 43, Lordship,
Yes.
in this case, Lordship, including a petition is required to be filed, Lordship. All the respondents have retired. So may I pray, Lordship, 3 weeks time, Lordship, we will be filing an impeachment.
Mr. A. Ganguly, learned counsel for the petitioner prays for and is granted 3 weeks time for filing impleadment application.
Item 43.
Yes. Let the matter be listed accordingly.
Item number 49, my lord. I was supposed to file the rejoinder, my lord. The rejoinder is ready, but due to signature, it could not be submitted. May I pray, my lord, let this matter be fixed for hearing of this IA. In the meanwhile, I will submit after vacation.
The
49.
yes, 49. Your
Or
Honor.
opposite side.
I am appearing on behalf of respondent number 4. We have given our consent to the same, Your Honor. Your Lordship.
With the consent of learned counsel for the opposite party, Mr. Chopra, D.K. Chopra, learned counsel appearing for the company petitioner 6 posting of this matter again after 4 weeks so as to enable him to bring on record the rejoinder affidavit which has already been prepared. Since the prayer is not opposed, same stands allowed. Let these matters be listed again after 4 weeks.
Much.
Much obliged, Lordship.
Item number 48 has been order has been complied with.
Mr.
K. Kolita.
K. Kalita, learned counsel submits that, learned counsel for the petitioner submits that order of this court has already been complied with and therefore this contempt case can be closed. Taking note of submission of Mr. Kalita, this contempt case stands closed.
Objection.
May I please, Your Lordship? I beg to mention for withdrawal, Lordships. And the matter may kindly list on my Tuesday, Lordships.
May please,
Okay.
Lordship. In item number 51, we need some time to file the reply against contender number 3's affidavit in opposition. Some time may be granted.
The learned counsel for the petitioner prays for and is granted 3 weeks time to file reply affidavit. Responding to the affidavit filed by the respondent numbers 2 and 3.
Contender number 3 only.
Respondent number 3. Prayer allowed, let the matter be listed accordingly. Yes.
May I please, Your Lordship? The consent of the other party, I would like to mention item number 42, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Regarding this matter, Lordship, part compliance has been done regarding the regularization of the petitioner. However, Your Lordship, we need 1 week's time to get the update report regarding the payment of the area salary of the petitioner.
In view of the steps taken by the respondents for compliance, item 42, for compliance of the court's order, whereby the service of the petitioner has already been regularized. Miss, your name, please?
R.M. Barua.
Miss R.M. Barua, learned counsel for the petitioner, 6 posting of this matter after 3 weeks, so as to enable her
For
to
the health department, Your Lordship.
You are for?
Our health department.
Miss R.M. Barua, learned counsel appearing for the health department, 6 posting of this matter after 3 weeks, so as to enable her to obtain instruction and appraise this court as to whether the area salary of the petitioner has also been released or not.
Yes.
Full stop. Since the prayer is made with the consent of other side, same stands allowed. You have informed the petitioner,
Yes, Your Lordship.
list the matter accordingly.
May I please,
Like, Your Lordship.
Lordship, and item number 5, Lordship, and kindly adjournment for today, Lordship, and for next week, Lordship, immediate.
On the prayer of learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands passed over for the date. Yes.
Obliged.
I prefer to mention for listing of the case in addition, my lord, petitioner was
3rd week of June, yes,
Lordship, I am also paying for this.
3rd week of June.
Obliged.
May it please the Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention an IA for listing on Monday. Lordship was hearing this matter. In the midst of the matter, Lordship found it that some aggrieved parties are not made parties. So in that case, we made the IA that be taken up on Monday, Your Lordship.
No, Wednesday. Why Monday?
Oblige, your lordship.
One WPC to be listed, lordship, for admission.
Third week of June.
May please, Lord, I beg to mention item number 25, Lord. So we have taken concern of the other side. Also, the matter may be passed over for day. Date
Prayer
will be
for
fixed.
adjournment of the admission hearing of this case has been made for 3 weeks. The prayer is made with the consent of the other side, same stands allowed. Is the case accordingly, yes.
May I pray for fixed date, your lordship?
No, fixed date, then we'll do it today.
I'm ready with this.
Then you object, we'll take it up today.
There is some personal difficulties, Lord.
It's
You
senior,
you can either agree or object, Mr. Senapati.
since I've already given the word to it, much obliged, your lordship.
I'm sorry, my lord. Item number 28, my lord, 2 days late, my lord. I'm not feeling well today, my lord. Some other day, lord.
On the prayer of Mr. B. Chetri, and counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks.
May please. Lordship, I have filed one writ petition today, Lordship, challenging my rejection of candidature from the CRPF, Lordship, on the ground that my height is not appropriate, Lordship.
Wednesday,
Lordship. if
Wednesday, yes, next matter,
Please,
please.
Lordship. I'm praying for listing an IA, Lordship, for correction of an order, Lordship. Lordship may take it on Monday, Lordship.
Wednesday, yes,
May please, your lordship, may I pray for listing of an 2015 matter for hearing, lordship.
after vacation,
May I
Much-
please, your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 27, lordship.
yes.
It might come up to 1 week, lordship.
Why?
Lordship, they have filed an opposition, they have filed an additional affidavit in opposition.
Who they? They means?
PNRD, standing council PNRD. So we,
B. Hussain, Direct Counsel for the petitioner, 6 weeks time to obtain instruction and file rejoinder responding to the counter affidavit filed by the PNRD department. Prayer allowed. Let this matter be listed again after the rejoinder is brought on record.
much obliged.
May I please, Lordship, I beg to mention item number 14, Lordship. Lordship, kindly adjourn the matter for the day, Lordship.
14.
Item 14, Lordship.
On the prayer of learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands adjourned for the day. Yes.
Oblige.
May it please, your lordship. Lordship, this special matter become inconsistent.
I've also got the instruction, as your lordship, direct other day. It has become.
Why it has become,
He has been paid his salary, everything has been paid.
Salary has been released.
Mr. P. Kuar,
Please, again. So again.
P. Saikal,
Like
and
enough.
counsel for the petitioner submits that during the pendency of this writ petition, the area salary of the petitioner has been paid in full, and therefore nothing survives for adjudication in this writ petition. Mr. M. Nath, learned senior counsel, assisted by Mr. A. Bhattacharya, appearing on behalf of the respondent numbers 2 and 3, and Mr. P. Sagari, appearing for respondent number 1, have also confirmed the same position. In view of the above, this writ petition stands closed.
In these matters, after publication of the final answer key, we have filed additional affidavits, your lordship, highlighting some mistakes in the final answer key, your lordship. Perhaps that would be relevant, your lordship, to try and convince your lordship to pass some orders in our favor. Perhaps the APSC may also like to file a reply to the.
Yesterday, they have filed additional affidavit. By way of additional affidavit, but a new cause of action arise now. Either you amend it.
Do that.
No. perhaps-
Your grievance was non-publication of answer.
No, why?
Now you say that
No,
Now
I
they are
have-
challenging
I
counsel.
have not raised the new cause of action. The additional affidavit, your lordship, is to strengthen my earlier cause of action that the OMR should also be published, your lordship, because there are some glaring mistakes in the answer key, your lordship, and if those marks have been wrongly awarded or not awarded at all, perhaps it's a fit case for publication of the
all
OMR.
right, he raises question of maintainability. We'll hear on that first.
Yes.
You are unnecessarily prolonging it. If you would have withdrawn.
On
and
that
filed-
issue also.
Why?
perhaps-
New cause of
Mr.
action.
K. P. Pathak, learned counsel for the petitioner in WPC number 2389/2023, Mr. H. K. Das, learned counsel for the petitioner in WPC number 2384/2023, and Mr. R. Sharma, appearing for the petitioner in WPC number 2393/2023. Also, Mr. T. J. Mahanta, learned senior counsel, assisted by Mr. P. Sharma, has appeared for the APSC. Full stop. It appears that pursuant to the order dated 18/5/2023, the APSC has published the final answer key. Full stop. After that, everybody has filed additional.
Yes, so far as my case is concerned, after the answer key, we could come to know that, there are more questions, wherein answer as well as questions are wrong, my lord. That we.
After publication of the final answer key, the petitioners in all the writ petitions have come up with additional grounds of challenge in the writ petition by filing additional affidavit. Mr. Mohanto submits that the additional affidavits have been filed only yesterday, and therefore he will be given some time to obtain instruction. However, urging that the additional affidavits are filed on new cause of action, thereby rendering the present writ petitions not maintainable in the eye of law. Mr. Mohanto seeks time to file affidavit for impeaching the maintainability of the writ petition on a pleaded ground. They are allowed issue notice of motion returnable on 9th of June 2023. Since who is appearing for whom? Since Mr. Hardhar Learned Government Advocate Assam has appeared for the state and Ms. P. Sharma has accepted notice for the APSC. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in all these writ petitions. Let this matter be listed. Let these matters be listed for admission hearing again on 9th of June 2023 as fixed items. The respondents may bring their stand on record by filing affidavits on or before 7th of June 2023 by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. The question of maintainability of the writ petitions are kept open and shall be considered at the stage of admission hearing.
Item 6.
There is nothing sealed now, it is open now. Keep it and throw it.
May please your lordship. I had to apply for the post of AB constable. I had qualified in physical test, written test, and thereafter, after high examination, my name had not been disclosed whether I have passed in exam or not.
What is it? Mr. Dhar?
My lord, page 17, the prayer, my lord. His prayer is that, my lord, that the respondent to disclose the final result with comparative statement.
Result has been declared.
Result is declared on, my lord. I have instruction on 18/9/22. That is telephonic instruction, my lord. We have secured.
Result declared how? In what mode?
Online publication, my lord. That is the instruction, my lord.
You check your result then online.
But in online, my result not found.
Therefore, you have not qualified.
Lordship, in online the result, there page number 49.
Heard Mr.
Page number 49.
Heard Mr. S. Burman Learned Counsel for the petitioner, peruse the statements made in the writ petition. Having regard to the nature of grievance expressed in this petition, this matter is directed to be posted again for motion on 31st of May 2023, so as to enable Mr. R. Dhar and Government Advocate Assam to obtain instruction and appraise this case as to whether the petitioner has qualified in the recruitment test. We'll close it next day. Yes. One extra copy of the writ petition will furnish to the respondents council. Yes. The order of penalty dated 24/4/2020 and the order dated 17/2/2020 rejecting the appeal preferred by the petitioner have been put under challenge in the writ petition. Mr. G.K. Gupta, Learned Counsel, appearing for the petitioner. Your name?
B. Bora,
Ms. B. Bora.
appearing on behalf of BK Singh.
Learned Counsel has appeared on behalf of Mr. B.K. Singh, Learned Standing Counsel FCI, and submits that similar matters are pending before this court. Full stop. In view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable in 4 weeks. Since Ms.
Ma'am,
Borua has-
my lord, next Monday.
Orua has accepted notice on behalf of all the respondents. No formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition be furnished to the learned standing counsel so as to enable her to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Let these matters be listed along with WPC number.
2921.
This is a separate case, Your Lordship. Then you write, so and so submit that some time be granted for obtaining instruction. Similar matter to Nalage.
May I please as your lordship? My lord, the petitioner service, my lord, had been regularized as a my lord grade for Khalasi. Following my lord his initial appointment as a master.
Aggrieved by rejection of his prayer for promotion, the petitioner is appealed this court by filing the instant writ petition. I have heard submissions made by Mr. A.R. Bhinga, learned counsel for the petitioner, and also peruse the
Miss M.
development
Kalita, your lordship.
made in the writ petition. Ms. M. Kalita, learned departmental counsel, prays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 6 weeks. Since Ms. Kalita has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of all the respondents, no formal notice extra copies.
My lord, may I pray that one post of my lord? Obliged.
Please, Your Lordship.
This is a application under Article 227. Here, your lordship, there are two issues. Let me just point out. The issue here are on two grounds. First is that there is a delay in the jurisdiction, and second is with regard to the change in the amendment of the act. The jurisdiction has also changed a bit. So the application is filed on
This is
these
not
two.
a civil bench 3 matter.
No, this is a 227.
No, 227 is not civil bench 3.
I don't know, it has come before your
Yes.
lordship.
Heard Mr. Y.S. Mandal, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner. After perusal of the prayer made in the writ petition and the amendments made therein, there is some doubt as to whether this matter pertains to civil bench 3. The registry to therefore examine the issue and list this matter again on Wednesday, 31st May 2023, before the appropriate bench.
Maybe the lordship. No, the matter pertains to recovery of. At page 58 matter is the,
He has already retired.
no, he's still working.
No recovery till the next returnable date. Third,
Right.
Mr. P.K. Munir, learned counsel for the petitioner. The writ petitioner is serving as the general manager in the northeast region.
He's the general manager, Northeast Region Manager.
Serving under the engineering projects bracket India bracket close limited, a government of India enterprise, and is presently posted as general manager in the northeast region. Aggrieved by the order dated, what is the recovery order?
Page 58, my lord.
I have not asked the page number. I have said, what is the date of the order?
28th April 2020.
28/4/2023 for recovery of excess royalty on account of wrong fixation of basic pay. The instant writ petition has been filed. Mr. Munir submits that the impugn order is illegal and arbitrary and hence liable to be interfered with by this court. Ms.
K. Pukan,
K. Pukan, learned CGC appearing for the
all the respondents.
respondents pray for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. Issue notice of motion returnable on 19th of July 2023.
Yes,
Since Ms. Pukan has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition is furnished to the Learned Department Council within 3 days from today, so as to enable her to obtain instruction. Heard on the prayer of interim relief. Having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that till the returnable date, there shall be no recovery of excess royalty from the petition.
Deeply.
No recovery made from the petition. Excess royalty.
The petitioner appeared in the Central Armed Police Forces Recruitment Force Lordship, where his height is reduced and 164 centimeter was given by the respondent of 5. Thereafter, the petitioner went to the Telugu Medical College and Hospital, Lordship, where the register of the medicine department issued certificate.
The similar orders have been passed, physical test appeal.
Yes.
Where is the order? Where is the similar order?
Page 49, Lordship.
49.
Yes, Lordship.
49 of similar order also. That खाली अपने Mr. NH Lashkar.
Lordship, yes, Lordship.
And CGC of Mr. SS. Single writ petitioner.
Single petitioner, yes, Lordship. Let's see.
Disposed of.
Lordship, item number 12, same, Lordship.
Item number
12,
12, same.
same, but the,
Single petitioner.
three petitioners, Lordship. Three petitioners.
Three petitioner has been considered.
Put to license.
Disposed of. Original item.
May I please ask? Yes. The petitioner hearing is a Gram Rozgar Sahayak under Algapu Development Block Minor. He was appointed in 2012 and time to time his service extended. On 18/5 of this month, my lord, some of the video clipping was he found in the social media against him. Immediately, page number 32, my lord, he filed a representation before the block development officer, page number 32, with copy to the CEO, my lord. Immediately, my lord, on 19/5, the CEO, the chief executive officer, ordered an inquiry, my lord, page number 19, page number 34, my lord. And my lord, directed the block development officer to inquire the matter and submit report on 22/5. And in the meantime, the petitioner is attached to the block, my lord. But my lord, surprisingly, on the same date, your lordship will find page number 35. On the same date, my lord, an order is issued by the commissioner terminating the service of the petitioner, my lord. This is the case, my lord, without any inquiry, without any reply from the petitioner, my lord. On the same date, pending the inquiry, my lord, pending the submission of the inquiry report, he has been terminated, my lord.
Now, the termination is as per clause 2 of the agreement that was executed between the department as well as the contractual employee here in my lord. It's clause 2, my lord.
Page number?
Page number would be 20, clause 11, termination clause, my lord. It's a simpliciter termination. Termination of contract, page 19, 11th clause.
Well, this is stigmatic order, my lord. It is not an order of simplicity, my lord.
No, but here, one authority orders inquiry, another authority terminates. So two authorities are looking at this clause differently. Is that not a ground enough to admit it?
My lord, the office order was passed by the commissioner. My lord, on that aspect, we'll have to seek instruction. As to the appointing authority, as far as this contract is concerned, is the
No, we'll not interfere. You have to take action against the other officers. Otherwise, we'll state Wednesday. Mr. M.J. Kadil, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, Mr. P. Hajarika, Learned Standing Counsel PNID Assam place for posting this matter again on 31/5/2023, so as to enable him to obtain instruction and approve this court as to the circumstances under which two conflicting orders have been passed by the authorities. One directing institution of an inquiry and the other terminating his services. Two conflicting orders have been passed on the same day by two different authorities. One directing institution of an inquiry and the other terminating the service of the petitioner. One extra copy of the read petition be furnished to Mr. Husband.
May I pray for my lord, interim till Wednesday?
Wednesday will see.
May I pray for an
No,
interim?
Wednesday.
Already.
May it please your lordship. Whether the imputed select list has been superseded by another select list which was published yesterday, so I beg to withdraw the petition and file a fresh petition assailing the yesterday select list.
What do you want to withdraw?
Because my lord, the fresh select list has been published yesterday.
Mr. J. Patwari, Learned Counsel for the
Yes, we
petitioner,
can-
submits that during the pendency of this writ petition, a fresh select list has been published
Yesterday.
yesterday, that is, give the date, and therefore he be granted leave to withdraw this writ petition with liberty to file afresh. The prayer is not opposed by Mr. B. Gogoi, Learned Standing Counsel,
Health Department.
Health Department, Assam, appearing for this state. The writ petition is accordingly disposed of on withdrawal with liberty as state.
In this case, your lordship, we have challenged the order of termination, your lordship, as well as the subsequent order of appellate authority upholding the
Order of termination dated
dated, your lordship, that is at page 22nd December 2022.
So notice has to go at
Lordship,
heard Mr. S. Botraku, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. V. Bora, Learned Government Advocate Assam, appearing for the state. In this writ petition, the order of termination from service dated
22nd December
22/12/2022, and the subsequent order dated 27
March
2023, passed by the appellate authority, rejecting the appeal referred by the petitioner, have been put under challenge. I peruse the grounds stated in the writ petition. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. Since Mr. Bora has appeared in accepted notice on behalf of all the respondents, no formal notice is required to be sent. In this case, extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the Learned Government Advocate Assam so as to enable him to obtain instruction and file affidavit.
Lordship, there is a mistake in prayer, your lordship. We have prayed for your lordship payment of the subsistence allowance that we are not pressing, your lordship. There.
Let it be.
Deeply obliged.
May I please,
Yes.
the second round of litigation, your lordship, the first. There is a order passed by 11/11/2022. And they undertook to declare the result, the lordship, of the order, but till that nothing has been done. Your lordship.
First time I first time.
Select list not published, which district? Udalguri.
Yes,
Lordship, Udalguri district law. Lordship will issue notice, lordship.
Will issue notice then?
Lordship,
Yes.
they may take the instruction, your lordship, because earlier.
All right,
Earlier, they had-
you tell us whether the select list.
The
has
two
been-
cases are already pending here, lordship, on the same issue, lordship.
No, if the select list has not been published, then we'll issue notice. Otherwise, why should we issue notice? Heard Mr. N. N. Upadhyay, Learned Counsel appearing for the petitioner. The primary grievance expressed in this writ petition is pertaining to the fact that the authorities are yet to publish the select list of the successful candidates pursuant to the recruitment process conducted in terms of advertisement notice dated 29/12/2066, 2016 for filling up 66 posts of job work
2018.
in the district of Udalguri, full stop. Mr. P. Nayak Lanet, SPBTC, prays for time till 2nd of June 2023 to obtain preliminary instruction responding to the allegation made in the writ petition. Prayer allowed. Let this writ petition be listed for motion again on 2nd June 2023.
Second.
One extra copy of the writ petition be furnished to Mr. Nayak.
Only the date is wrong, your lordship. The second advertisement is 10/12/2018.
Acha, 10/12/2018.
Advertisement date.
Advertisement dated 10/12/2018.
Yes. Of the-
May it please your lordship. This is a case for Asha engagement, my lord, in the village Paniakhat, Dorong district. As per Asha guideline, one Asha has to be selected as per 1,000 population. And on the basis of the guideline, I was selected from the village, the Asha worker, but later on I have been cancelled by the joint director in Dorong.
The petitioner herein was engaged as a ASHA worker by following the ASHA guidelines laid down by the authorities. However, subsequently her engagement was cancelled. Aggrieved thereby, the present writ petition has been filed. Heard Mr.
M. Rahman.
M. Rahman, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner.
A Bora for
Ms. A. Bora, learned standing counsel,
NHM.
NHM, prays for some time to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Issue notice of motion returnable in 6 weeks. Since Ms. Bora has appeared and accepted notice for respond numbers
2, 4, and 5.
2, 4, and 5, and Ms. A. Talukdar for respond numbers 1 and 3. No formal notice is required to be sent to the said respondents. Extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the learned departmental counsel within a week from today. Petitioner takes steps for service of notice upon respond number 6
Value of license.
by registered post.
Item 19. May I please lordship? Lordship, matter is regarding reinstatement of the earlier post of the petitioner. Lordship, earlier this petitioner filed writ petition by WPC number 5477/2022. In that case, petitioner also filed IA challenging the impugned order dated 22/7/2022. And on 11/4/2023, Honorable High Court directed the petitioner to withdraw the writ petition with liberty to file afresh. And here the impugned order is on page number 67, Lordship. Due to some oversight and mistake, in earlier writ petition, petitioner was impugned order was not annexed actually, Lordship.
So
My lord, the petitioner had sought for regularization of his services. My lord, regularization per se is not a right as far as.
oh,
the
it is a
advocate
right,
is concerned.
but forget that. First of all, he has been acquitted.
Not acquitted, my lord. I'll just bring your kind notice to the order of the High Court. It has just been modified, my lord. Page 35, para 12. The order of the lower court has been modified.
Page 35.
Page 35, para 11 and 12, my lord, the relevant paras. Just been modified, not acquitted.
There's a murder charge.
Yes, my lord. Grave charges.
So that order, it was passed in which year? The High Court order?
2008, my lord, 18th.
So now you want reinstatement because of this order.
Related.
He was not acquitted. Then why have you mentioned he was acquitted?
That's a
Lordship may come to page number 32 to 36 here.
Miss Das,
Learned
you are,
session just
you
order.
are Miss Angana Das, is it not?
Yes, sir.
You have mentioned in the synopsis that petitioner was acquitted. Is it correct?
That's a false pleading.
Come to the second page. Synopsis. On the basis of acquittal order passed by this court, have you not written?
But Lordship may come to the.
No, you write, come to synopsis first, second page of synopsis, in the middle. On the basis of the acquittal order passed by this court, please show it to her. She will not be able to see it now. Mr.
My
Hazarika,
lord.
point it to her.
Synopsis to the second page to sub.
Where is the order of acquittal? Where is the order of acquittal? Otherwise, this is a misconduct. You have made a deliberate false statement.
Yes, I got it, Lordship. Lordship, this order was passed by the
Where is the order of acquittal of petitioner?
page number 32, Lordship.
32.
Passed by the learned session just around, Lordship.
Session judge has acquitted him.
It is the order of.
Your 32 is division bench order. You are saying session judge. I'll take it up after half an hour, but if you can't give answers, there will be heavy cost.
My lord, they have not annexed the order of the lower court. They have only annexed the order of the high.
No, but in any case, it is conversion under
Yes, ma'am.
3042. This is not acquittal.
No, order on acquittal.
You can't make false statements before the court. Please ask. Half an hour. I'll pass very strong orders otherwise. Yes. Yes. None appears for the petitioner on call. Miss A. Bora, Miss D. Bora, Learned Standing Council Health and Family Welfare Department, Assam, is present on behalf of the respondent numbers 1 to 4. It appears that despite the order passed by this court, order passed by the Lodgema Court on 13/2/2023. No, despite the order passed by this court, directing the petitioner to take fresh steps for service of notice upon respondent number 8. No such steps have been taken. First up, by order dated 13/2/2023. The Lodgema Court has referred the matter to this court. Full stop. Next para. His writ petition was filed in the year 2015, seeking a direction upon the respondents not to fill up the vacant post of UDA. Till the seniority dispute is resolved. Full stop. Due to the absence of the petitioner's counsel on more than 4 consecutive occasions and his failure to take steps for service of notice upon respondent number 8 as directed by this court, I am of the view that the petitioner is not inclined to pursue this matter any further. As such, this writ petition stands disposed of for non-prosecution.
For admission, item 21, 22, and 23.
I appear in item 22 and 23, Lordship. Hearing, Lordship, although in item 22, Lordship, the respondent number 4 has filed affidavit, Lordship, but the other respondents have not filed their affidavit in this matter. And in item 20.
You are appearing in item number
22, Lordship.
and who is in 21?
I am for 21.
21 and 23?
And there,
And what about the respondents?
Name of the addition is shown for this one.
So what is to be done today? The petitioners council are present in all these writ petitions and submit that. What did you say? Who has filed affidavit?
In item 22, Lordship, respondent number 4 has filed affidavit. And in item 23, Lordship, respondent number 4 has filed affidavit.
Similar, that's happened for in back also.
Affidavit on behalf of respondent number 4 have been brought on record in the writ petitions. However, the other respondents are yet to file affidavit. First up.
My lord, in item number 21, respondent number 1 has filed affidavit.
Respondent number 4 in 22 and 23 have filed affidavit. However, the
Joint Secretary, Home and Political Policy. 21. Mona Lisa Chudhary.
Respondent number 1 has also filed affidavit in item 21. What to do now?
Lordship, the other respondents may file their.
Be that as it may, since the other respondents are yet to file their affidavit, hence on the, this is 2017 matter. What is the issue here?
Lordship.
On the request of learned counsel for the party, these writ petitions stand adjourned for 6 weeks. No. When I asked you what to do, you don't give an answer. Sorry, 6 weeks. You must be ready with an answer. He is not even responding when I am asking him. I wanted to take up the matter for disposal. He is just looking at the court. Yes, next matter, next matter.
Here, your lordship, we have not received extra copy. Matter is of 2019. It has come up for the second time.
Mr. M. Bhagavati, learned counsel for the petitioner. Mr. D. Boda, learned government advocate, Assam submits that due to non-furnishing of extra copies of writ petitioner of the writ petition, instructions would not be obtained from the departmental authorities. First up, Mr. Bhagavati undertakes to furnish extra copies of the writ petition within 3 days from date. In view of the above, let this matter be listed again after 4 weeks. In the meantime, the learned government advocate Assam to obtain instruction. File affidavit.
Item 26.
May I please, your lordship. Because in this case, my lord, this point is very small, my lord. I admit that I have made a mistake in not informing the authority, but the sentence they have imposed, that is a major punishment, 1 increment with a cumulative effect. I have already placed this before this honorable court on 16/11/2020. On that point only, your lordship will consider, because there was no loss to the state and checker. Only the date of birth, which is to be corrected. I have marked with the pencil, but I did not inform the higher authority. But later on, when it was detected, it was immediately corrected. And on that ground, my lord, the civil proceeding was called for. And they held me that I am guilty. My lord, I admit that. But the punishment they have given me, the 1 increment with a cumulative effect, that has an effect on me, my lord. Because the government doesn't lose any money, my lord. There's no injury loss for the government revenue also. It was corrected, my lord, before the authority.
But it is a fraud, Mr.
No, not fraud, my lord. This is a typing mistake of the data entry, my lord. The data entry which was been done has to be detected along with the mark sheet.
No, what is your correct date of birth?
Not my date of birth. It is another employee's, my lord. I am the in charge to look after those role, my lord, which will be come out. So we have to find out whether the date of birth is correct or not. I made it marked with a pencil. I did not inform the higher authority due to the preoccupied come. Later on, it was detected that his date of birth, Dipakat Sharma, and the date of birth in the data entry are not tally. So immediately I called upon that fellow to produce his certificate. Then it was corrected. That was the negligency for which the disciplinary proceeding was called for. Your lordship will see this. My lord, please, Annexure 6, page 28, the findings, my lord. The second show was noticed.
1 minute. No, Mr. Bhattacharya, see, the problem is, you know the parameters for read court to interfere in this matter.
My lord,
Whether the punishment is good or bad, we cannot say anything on that.
my lord, the only thing is, my lord, which I am before lordship, my lord, this is a minor mistake, my lord. At best.
That's what I'm
not-
saying. That part of the matter will not even be touched by the court. So whatever you are arguing, I can adjourn the matter. Otherwise, you know which way it is going. These are not grounds. We cannot interfere. What he
Because
did,
the
whether he
punishment
is.
is too harsh, that's why, my lord.
No.
Because it could have been a warning or censure, my
No,
lord.
that is, we are not going to substitute the punishment. That is the
No, your
principle.
lordship will not, but at best, my lord.
No scope here. Why would he override by pencil and then department? What is the lower punishment that can be given from that?
My lord.
Of course, it would have been disproportionate if there is a
When there is a-
retirement, compulsory retirement.
No,
removal.
my lord, because the cumulative effect has, let me say, my lord, one increment, okay, my lord, I still.
No, what I'm saying is yes, you're right. But the principles of law will not permit this court to say that.
Enter into this punishment. my lord.
Yes. That cannot be said. We cannot
My
say.
lord, Can I say, my lord?
We have to
that-
first say it is shockingly disproportionate.
Yes.
It is not shockingly disproportionate. Matter ends there.
I'll leave it to your lordship.
Leave it means you want adjournment or order?
My lord, let me take the instruction, my
All
lord.
right. On the request of Mr. K. Bhattacharya and counsel for the petitioner made with the consent of Mr. Talabani and the government application, this matter stands adjourned for 4 weeks, so as to enable him to obtain updated instruction.
Must.
Deeply
Lordship.
obliged, Lordship.
Yeah, lordship, can this matter be taken up after some time, lordship?
After some time means,
Lordship, senior counsel Mr. K. Chaudhary is on legs in court number 1. Lordship.
what is this matter about?
Lordship, the matter pertains to the promotion of the petitioner to the
Promotion?
IS, or nomination of the petitioner to the Indian Executive Service, Lordship, from the ACS. Lordship, there was an adverse remark which was made by the private respondent.
So we'll hear this matter. I'm not going to dispose of it today. It will not come for disposal.
Lordship, can it be taken up on Monday, then, Lordship, for admission hearing?
Let Mr. Chaudhary come, but
Lordship.
it has to be fixed sometime towards the end of June or maybe after vacation.
Lordship.
You can ask him and tell me the date.
Lordship, I will get back, Lordship.
In this case, my lord, one day before, my lord, your lordship fix on, my lord, after 4 weeks, similar matter, my lord, your lordship, my lord.
Mr. N. Boral and counsel for the petitioner submit that another similar matter has been fixed by this court on
After 4 weeks.
after 4
Cecilia.
weeks, and therefore this matter be also listed along with
WPC.
WPC number 3027/2022. Ms. B. Boral, learned standing counsel, Health and Family Welfare Department of some is present and does not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. Registered to list the matter along with WPC number 3027/2022.
My lord, here we have sent the affidavit for vetting, my lord, in Majuli. My lord, we will be receiving this affidavit on Monday.
Yes. Yes, Miss, your name please? Ms. A. Hussain, learned counsel is present for the petitioner. Mr. R. Dhar, learned standing counsel, PWD Assam, submits that the affidavit is ready and has been sent for vetting. Therefore, 10 days time be granted for bringing the same on record. Prayer allowed. Leave this case again after the affidavit is filed by the respondents.
May I please, your lordship? Here, your lordship, we have received the instruction, your lordship. The selection process already been completed and the selected candidates are appointed, your lordship. We'll have to file affidavit, your lordship.
So what is the prayer in the writ petition? What is the prayer? Ms. Das, what is the prayer?
My lord, our prayer is that he was not allowed to appear for the practical examination, my lord.
But the results are out now. What is there in this?
But my lord, the petition was filed before the.
Maybe, but is there any post has been kept vacant?
There are, as per our knowledge, my lord, there are, I think, 8 posts vacant still for the post.
So then you have to implement those people who are selected. That's the problem.
My lord, we actually filed an FIR to know, for RTI to know the names of the people who have been selected, but it was not provided to us.
Very difficult to do anything right now. This matter is over for you. If there was an order keeping one post vacant, the matter would have been different. But now the all selected candidates, their rights will be created. You have to implement everyone.
My lord, the names were also not informed to us. We filed the RTI asking for the names for all the selected candidates. It was also
So
not
this is a
provided
new
to us.
procedure they have started. Someday we'll have to examine. But nowadays everything is done only through portal. So they don't want the candidates to know the name of other candidates. This is a matter which will
But
require
my
some
lord,
judicial
because
scrutiny.
we would not have been before your lordship had some wrong not been done to him.
All right, heard
So-
Ms. S. Das, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. K. Kaur, learned additional AG appearing for the state, who submits that the selection process involved in this proceeding has already been completed and the selected candidates have also been appointed. Therefore, the writ petition has become infructuous. The learned additional AG pays for 2 weeks' time to bring those facts on record by filing affidavit. Prayer allowed. This the matter again after 4 years.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
But I pray for some further time to have the instruction. Madam. Regarding promotion. Madam.
Mr. G. Kakoti, learned counsel for the petitioner, is present on the request of Mr. B.
3 weeks, madam.
Mr. B. Gogoi, learned SC,
Finance taxation,
Finance and Taxation Department, Assam.
3 weeks. Madam.
This matter stands adjourned for further 3 weeks,
Ma'am.
4 weeks, so as to enable him to obtain instruction and file affidavit. List accordingly.
Obliged.
Well, the petitioners, they are working as remitter readers and bill clerks in APDCL, and they are seeking minimum pay scale.
Where is the APDCL council? Nobody is present. We'll have it after 2 weeks then. Heard Mr. P.K. Munir, learned counsel for the petitioner. None has appeared for the APDCL, although the name of the learned standing counsel is shown in the cause list.
I pay for respond number 1.
Mr. D. Bora, learned G. Assam is present for respond number 1. Since the petitioners are basically seeking a direction against the APDCL authorities, I am not inclined to pass that order in the absence of the learned SC APDCL. As such, let this matter be listed again after 2 weeks by showing the name of SC APDCL in the cause. Next date, if they are not there, we'll pass the order.
Fine, and deeply.
Supplementary grades for admission item 58.
May I please your lordship, my lord, kindly adjourn the matter for 1 week, my lord, we have.
Lordship, I have already filed my affidavit yesterday. Lordship, it is on
Yesterday?
record, Lordship.
My lord, we have received it only yesterday, my lord. We need some time to go through it.
What is the matter about?
Matter, Lordship, he is seeking a benefit of second MACP. Our case is that he is lacking in ACR. It should be benchmark should be very good, but his is good only. So that is the reason why.
But have you communicated it to him?
Yes, Lordship, we have stated that we have communicated to all the battalions to intimate all of them, Lordship. In paragraph page number 67, Lordship, starting from
Then
page
you can't get it.
66.
You don't meet the benchmark, so what can be done?
My lord, my senior counsel is engaged in another court, my lord.
Call him, call him. Call him.
Kindly pass over.
Call him, we'll close it today. No passover business.
Timely matter, item 29.
Can it be on the 27th of July?
27th of July.
27th of July.
Mr. M. Das, Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that proceedings are complete in this case and the matter can be taken up for disposal at the stage of admission. Mr. P. Nayak, Learned Standing Counsel.
That's one number 7, Lordship.
Please,
Lordship, is a.
who is for whom?
Respond number 7 is the.
Mr. D. Bora, Learned Government Advocate Assam is present on behalf of respond numbers. The learned departmental councils are present and do not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. As such, on the request of learned counsel for the parties, let this matter be listed for disposal in admission column on 27th of July 2020.
I appeal for the private respondent number
Why
8
did
and.
you tell when we are?
Yes, my lord. I appeal. No, private respondent 8 and 9, I am appealing.
Mr. P.
seven,
Nayak for
seven.
respond number 7 and Mr. B.
8
Gogol
and
for
9.
8 and 9. Yes. The councils are not able to, government advocate doesn't know once
Your
I start
lordship-
dictating.
Your lordship, Mr. D Nath is the.
No, no, first thing you have, before you stand up in a matter, you have to know who you
I
represent.
understand, your lordship.
Every time. Next
Mr.
time I am
Dina-
going to pass an order.
Mr. D Nath is appearing, he's on legs in.
Whatever, then you don't appear. You don't even know whom you are representing. I am appearing, I am appearing. Yes, next matter.
May I please your lordship?
My lord, in this case, lordship, we require some time, lordship, get some confirmation, lordship, we have been informed that the matter has been ended in FR, lordship. But there might not, the investigating officer is not available, lordship.
Where is the,
My lord, already compromised 030523.
what is your stand?
Petition.
Mr. What is your name?
SKM Alamgir, my lord.
Mr.
SKM Alamgir.
Mr. SKM Alamgir, learned counsel is present for the petitioner. Mr. R. Burwa, learned APP Assam submits that although he has received oral information, he has received some information that FR has been submitted in this case, yet the same requires verification.
My lord,
As such, Mr. Burwa prays for posting this matter again after 3 weeks.
my lord.
They are allowed, list this case again after 3 weeks. Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Much obliged, much obliged.
Who is appearing in this case? None appears for the petitioners when these matters are called up before this court. In view of the above, these contempt cases stand adjourned for 4 weeks.
In 36 to, it was 36 to 38 of series meter. It was series meter 36 to 38. I'm appealing for 38. I just hearing only 36. I am for 38.
What do you have to say?
Lordship, in this matter, I have taken instruction from our client. This contempt case, whether they have received the money or not.
Then in this 36 to 38, you write the learned counsel for the petitioners pay for 4 weeks time to obtain updated instruction and appeal this court as to whether the petitioners have received the payments in compliance with the order of this court or not. In view of the above, let these matters be listed again after 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
My lord, in item 39, my lord.
So slow. Why are you shouting?
Not in item 37, my lord, we are appearing. Item 37 earlier, bro.
Yes, what is the matter?
In item 39, my lord, writ appeal preferred by the state of Assam is already displayed. It will have And
We have communicated the dismissal order of the division bench only day before yesterday. It was dismissed on 12th of May.
What has happened? You're not well.
Yes,
Why are you making all kinds of noise?
my lord.
Why are you making so many noise?
No, not.
Then don't make this noise here. Wait.
Dismissed.
Yes, so who is appearing for the respondents here?
I'm appearing for respondent 5.
Yes. What has happened now? This order has been heard Mr. R. Islam Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petition, for the contempt petitioner. Also heard Mr. P.K. Munir Learned Counsel representing the respondent number 4. It appears that by the judgment and order dated 12/5/2023, passed in writ appeal number 73/2019, the appeal preferred by the state against the judgment of the learned single judge has been dismissed. Therefore, there is no impediment now. Therefore, at this point of time, there is no impediment on the part of the respondents in implementing the court's order. Be that as it may, since the learned counsel for the other respondents are not present before the court today, and considering the fact that the division bench order has been passed only on 12th of May 2023, this matter is directed to be posted again on.
After 4 weeks, my lord, I have already communicated the division bench order. Only day before yesterday.
On 26th of June 2023. So as to enable the respondents' counsel to appraise this court as to the steps taken for compliance of the court's order.
Deeply obliged.
Here is the case, my lord. I could not have contact my client, my lord, after pandemic, my lord. Whatever my phone number was there, my lord, it is not working. So I am intending to write him a letter, my lord. So matter may come up after 6 weeks, my lord.
Contempt case 6 weeks, how is it possible? Has the order been complied with?
No, my lord.
Huh?
Order
What is the order?
Order has not been complied with, my lord, that your lordship will see.
And who is appearing for the respondents?
Respondent, my lord, though we have taken steps, my lord, it was been not listed, my lord, immediate 2 days occasion it was listed. Is the health department, my lord.
Mr. Nath, what are these things? Nobody is appearing in these matters. The ordinary course would be personal appearance, but I'd like to know the reason why nobody is appearing.
Name is not reflected in the list, possibly. It's a contempt matter. I'll inform you. He's helper contempt.
Lordship, no name has been reflected from any of the health council.
You're appearing.
But the name is not there. Lordship.
Whose name should be reflected?
No, it's a contempt matter.
It's contempt matter, Lordship.
Contempt matter. Let him check the.
No, but then if the notice is served, then the officers have to come personally.
I can
check.
Health department.
I can check the court copy, Lordship, regarding this case.
Check. Tell us what is the matter.
Check.
Go through it.
Much of
May please, your lordship. But in this contempt petition, my lord, recently, my lord, on 23/3/2023, my lord, an affidavit has been filed by the respondents, my lord. I will take instruction on this affidavit, my lord, whether the order has been complied with.
Mr. Ayat Saikal, learned counsel for the petitioner, prays for and has granted 3 weeks time to obtain fresh instruction on the affidavit filed by the respondent number 3.
My lord.
And appraise this court as to whether the order of this court has been complied with. Miss
Ejha.
Ejha, learned counsel is present on behalf of the said respondent.
Privilege, my lord.
List the matter accordingly.
Well, in item number 45, pursuant to the honorable court order, a speaking order has been passed on 21/10/2019. That speaking order was challenged in the writ petition WPC number 4133 of 2019. That writ petition got dismissed on 8/10/2021. And again,
1 minute. So item 44 order has been complied with.
45.
45.
45. Yes, order has been complied with, speaking order passed, writ petition filed, dismissed, and writ appeal is pending now. So there is no willful and deliberate violation.
All right, just a minute.
Lordship.
In item 45, you write, Mr. D. Nath, learned counsel appearing for the respondent number.
Here I am appearing
For the
for
respondent submits that
3 and 2, 3, 4.
respondent numbers 2, 3, and 4 submits that in terms of the order passed by this court, the grievance of the petitioner was considered and a speaking order was passed on 21/10/2019. Subsequently, the speaking order dated 21/10/2019 was assigned in WPC number 4133 of the 2019, which was also dismissed by the learned single judge.
On 8/10/21.
Single judge on 8/10/2021. The writ appeal preferred against the judgment and order dated 8/10/2021 is now pending before the division bench.
Writ appeal
As such, there is no willful and deliberate violation of the order of this court in the present proceeding. The learned counsel for the petitioner, your name please?
N.A. Mazharbuya, Lordship,
N.A. Mazharbuya, appearing for the petitioner could not
Lordship,
deny the said
result-
submission.
Lordship, one thing I want to bring to your attention, Lordship. In that matter, perhaps the leading counsel, Mr. A.R. Bhuya, has just informed me that some NOC has been given to the party. So perhaps he is not involved in that case.
All right,
anymore.
we'll close it in any case.
Item
could
number
not deny the
47
said,
is same.
Submission as such. Contempt case, item 45 is hereby closed. 47 also same.
Same.
47 also same order 21
21/21/10.
and writ petition is also same.
But that particular order judgment is 22/2019, passed by a single judge. Altogether 167 petitioners were there. They filed 2 contempt cases.
No, just a moment, Mr.
Lordship.
Nath. 45, I have just dictated the order
Lordship.
on the basis of what you said,
My lord.
correct?
Lordship.
So you are correct, you are sure what you said is correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So WPC number 4133 of 2019, which was dismissed by order dated
8/10/2021.
all right. Now, in item 47, what is the date of the speaking order?
Speaking order is 21/10/2019.
Hmm.
Same speaking order.
And it was challenged in which WPC?
No, they have not filed.
Achha, in item 47, you write, Mr. D. Nath, learned counsel for the respond numbers.
In 47, I am for respond number 2.
Respond number 2 submit that in terms of the
Not 2 and 3. 2 and 3.
2 and 3, in terms of the order of this court. You are appearing, Mr.
Lordship, in 45, I am hearing.
45 for
1 and 7.
Achha, in 45, then you write Mr. M. Bhagavati, learned counsel is appeared for respond numbers 1 and 7 and confirms the said position. Right, then the petitioner's counsel could not deny the assertion. 45 gone. In 47, Mr. D. Nath, learned counsel for the respond numbers 2 and 3 submit that in terms of the order of this court, a speaking order dated 21/10/2019 was passed disposing of the this was addressing the grievance of the petitioner, and therefore there is no willful and deliberate violation of the order of this court. First up, the petitioner's counsel could not deny the aforesaid assertion made by Mr. Nath. In view of the above, contempt case being so and so, item 47 is hereby closed. What is item 45?
Lordship, in
46,
the
46.
46. Malad, Lordship may kindly come to 46. Item number 46, page 44. Malad. This is the order. Malad, it order is dated 21/6/2019. Malad.
Hmm.
Referring to the earlier order, this writ petition has been disposed of. The only plea raised in the writ petition is that though the petitioners along with other colleagues had approached the court in the year 2010 for appointment to the post of constable by filing writ petition, at the time of filing writ
In
petition,
47, you write, the petitioner would however be at liberty to avail appropriate legal remedy as may be permissible under the law, if so advised. 47.
Lordship, Mr. Yarbuya's name is reflected against item number 47 only.
Hmm.
So with your permissions, may I leave, Lordship?
Yes, yes. And what to do in item 46?
46, following the judgment passed in the other writ petition, the original writ petition, this case was disposed of. In that writ petition, Malad, the main judgment, we have preferred an appeal. Writ appeal is 50 of 2022. Appeal is pending, Malad.
You have preferred an appeal against the judgment dated 8/10/2021.
Against the judgment dated 22/2/2019, passed in WPC 272225 of 2010. And following that particular judgment, this case has been disposed of.
22, what is the date of the?
22/2/2019. Passed in WPC 2725 of 2010.
You take down. None has appeared for the petitioner. Mr. D. Nath, learned counsel for the respond numbers.
Here for respondent number 2 and 4.
2 and 4 submits that the order dated 21/6/2019 passed by the single judge is based on the earlier order dated 22/2/2019 passed in WPC number 2725 of 2010. Since the state has preferred an appeal against the judgment dated 22/2/2019, which is pending disposal before the division bench. Hence, is there a stay order operating?
But it,
Huh?
I,
Hence, this matter be adjourned for further 6 weeks, awaiting the outcome of the writ appeal.
I have.
Since the prayer is made by the learned counsel for the respondent is not opposed, same stands allowed, list the matter accordingly.
Here also I appear for 1 and 7.
Mr. M. Bhagavati, learned counsel is present on behalf of respondent numbers 1 and 2.
What?
What is this?
Item 50.
Mine appears for the applicant when the matter was called up. The applicant's counsel was absent even in the previous occasion when the matter was called up before this court. As such, this court is of the opinion that the applicant is no longer interested to pursue this matter. His IA is accordingly disposed of as not pressed.
Item 52.
I filed in this case, my lord, for implementing Kishore Thakuria, Director Social Justice and Empowerment as respondent.
At Ms. P. Burman, learned counsel for the applicant, his IA has been filed with a prayer to implicate the opposite party as a respondent in the connected contempt case on the ground that the
Yes,
present incumbent in the office of Director of Social Justice and Empowerment, Beltala, would be responsible for implementation of the court's order. After perusal of the statement made in the IA, I do not find any justifiable ground to decline the prayer. As such, the opposite party, namely Sri
Kishore Thakuria.
Kishore Thakuria, is hereby included as the respondent number
Three.
3 in the connected contempt case, registered to make necessary endorsement in the cause title of the contempt petition and list the matter again for orders. I stands disposal.
May I please, Your Lordship? I filed this IA for implement of one Sandeep Bajaj, Director of Kishore Food Private Limited. And also.
Why you want to implement him?
Because previous contender was left the company.
No, have you demanded compliance?
Yes.
Where is the demand?
ADR payment of 3,20,812.
So have you approached Mr. Bajaj asking for compliance of the court order?
Yes.
Where is the proof?
In contempt case number. Contempt case, page number 9.
No, how can it be in contempt case? You are filing an application for implement of.
Implement of Sandeep Bajaj.
Right. Have you approached him with a request to comply with the court order before coming with the IA?
No.
You have to do that first. Miss B. Das, like counsel for the applicant, seeks leave of the court to withdraw this IA with liberty to file afresh after demanding compliance of the order of the court from the incumbent sought to be implemented in the connected contempt case. Prayer allowed, IA still disposed of on withdrawal with liberty as paid for. Yes.
Item 54.
Lordship, I have filed this IA inadvertently in the writ petition in my averment. I have mentioned a date wrongly, Your Honor. And against that date, I have annexed a wrong annexure, Your Honor. That is, I have filed this IA for correction, Your Honor.
No, my lord, firstly, private respondents, they have not served copy, and these they become wiser when I filed my counter affidavit
Yes, Your
raising
Honor. Yes.
raising that issue. Now they have become wiser, my lord. Lordship, that is not a typographical error. That they say that they have been called for skill. Lordship, kindly come to page 23 of the writ petition.
Acha, you are the private respondent, you have not received copy.
No, my lord, I have not received either from him or.
Acha, you can't do it by this.
Your
Next day I will dismiss it. The only way is amendment.
Your Honor.
But amendment also, you have to withdraw the writ petition and file a fresh. There is no other way out. Ask somebody and come prepared next day. You are Mr.
S.A. Hussain, Your Honor.
Mr. S.A. Hussain, learned counsel for the applicant is present. Mr. J. Patwari.
For respondent number
Counsel
4,
for
6,
the
and
respondent
7.
Numbers 4, 6, and 7, and Mr. J. Borbia.
5 and
Learned
8.
counsel appearing.
5 and 8.
Appearing for the respondent numbers 5 and 8 have submitted that no copy of the IA has been served upon them. You have received copy, Mr. In view of the above, let this matter be listed again after 10 days. In the meantime, copies of the IA be served upon the council for the respondent so and so, so and so, so and so.
My lord, lordship, my lord, item 40, my lord, he is there, my lord. That lordship asked him contempt case, my lord, item 40.
What is item 40?
40, my lord, whether he can appear or not, my lord. Notice was served in the contempt case.
Well, I've checked, my lord, they are not there in the department now, my lord. 2015 matter, my lord. And in the meantime, my lord, the petitioner may also.
But they can't completely turn their backs to
I
these
understand.
officers are in service.
Or not all, probably the respondent one is there, my lord. I know him, my lord. He is in veterinary department now.
Then we'll ask for personal appearance. What option do we have?
Now, for him, I can at least appear, my lord. For rest, my lord, whether they retired or
It is
not.
up to you. You want to appear or not. What option the court has?
My lord.
contempt matter, otherwise we'll have to ask them to come.
Now, Lordship may kindly see
And
whether.
just because he is not in this department.
No, I'm not saying that, my lord. Whether notice has been served or not, my lord, that is also, my lord, because I have seen, my lord, entire bunch of petitions which has been sent on registered post has been returned. It is tagged to the contempt petition, my lord.
You have not also filed any impleadment petition. There is no service report.
My lord, he may also have my lord instruction from his client, my lord. They are seasonal workers, my lord. Whether they are still waiting to become a
My lord,
seasonal
the
worker.
order is like this, my lord, till the scheme is in force, they should be in work.
Or Mr. Jay Borbia, learned counsel for the petitioner, peruse the office record.
My lord, one thing,
Office
my
note
lord.
which goes to say that fresh steps as directed by this court for service of notice upon response numbers 2 and 3 has not yet been taken by the petitioners.
My lord, he has
Be that
to
as it
supply
may,
the.
Mr. B. Gogoi, learned counsel submits
Oh,
that
fine.
he be granted 3 weeks time
Yes,
to
ma'am.
obtain instruction
Lordship,
and appraise this court
Lordship.
on behalf of respond number
One
one.
minute. I will get it.
Other respondent, my lord.
On the
after
request
his
of
departure.
Mr. Gogoi, this matter is directed to be listed again after 3 weeks by reflecting his name in the top list
My lord.
for the respond number one. In the meantime, the petitioner's counsel to take steps for service.
My
of
lord,
notice
he has
upon
to
respond
supply the
numbers
names.
2 and 3.
But one copy of the contempt petition. may be
Copy
served.
of the
I'll
content
supply.
is petition be furnished to Mr. Gogoi within 3 days from today.
Obliged.
After this, I will write and then we'll come back. Yes,
May I please your lordship,
yes. What is it? He has been acquitted.
my lord,
The petitioner has been acquitted.
acquitted, my lord, is pure underground was considered, my lord. And in the page 40, my lord, subsequently we filed a petition. That was, my lord, honorable.
But how can it be done? He was terminated because of his involvement in the criminal proceeding.
My lord.
He is convicted and his service, how can he be reinstated?
My lord, in page 40, my lord, your lordship will find.
Page 40.
Order passed by honorable justice.
Hmm.
Happy.
Where is the order of acquittal? That's what I'm asking. Acquittal in criminal case, where is the order?
Acquitted, pure underground was considered.
That is not
It's
acquittal.
not
Yeah,
That is not acquittal. That is
No,
completely.
in the order of the petition, my lord,
Hmm.
it was stated that petitioner was acquitted from a criminal case by this court.
You want reinstatement on the ground of acquittal,
Right.
but there is no acquittal. It is conversion from 302 to 304 part 2. That is not acquittal. But Mr. P. Talukdar, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. P. Hazarika, learned standing counsel.
P. Handick.
P. Handick, learned standing counsel, PNRD, Assam appearing, PNRD department, Assam appearing for the phone numbers.
respondent numbers, my lord. 1, 2, 3, and 7 and 8.
1, 2, 3, 7, and 8, and Miss A. Talukdar, learned government advocate Assam for response numbers. 4 and response number 4. Full stop. The petitioner herein was earlier serving as secretary of Jhargaon Gaon Panchayat under the Darang Zira Parishad. Full stop. Due to his involvement in a criminal case registered, the criminal case being sessions case number 73 bracket DM bracket close public 2000 under section 302 of the IPC, the petitioner, he was terminated after his conviction
My lord.
due to the conviction of the petitioner in connection with Darang session case number 73 bracket DM bracket close oblique 2000 under section 302 of the IPC. The service of the petitioner was terminated. Full stop. On an appeal being criminal appeal number 386 oblique 2002, the order of conviction under section 302 of IPC was converted
304
by
part 2.
this court. And the petitioner was convicted under section 304 part 2. Consequently, taking note of the period of jail sentence undergone by him, already undergone by him, no further sentence was imposed upon the petitioner beyond the period of 6 years, 3 months already spent in jail. Full stop. Taking note of the order dated 18/8/2008 passed by the division bench in criminal appeal number 386/2002. The petitioner has approached this court by filing this writ petition seeking an order of reinstatement in service on the ground that he has been acquitted in respect of the criminal case. Full stop. The said prayer of the petitioner cannot be accepted for the following reasons. Firstly, there has been no acquittal of the petitioner, but by the judgment and order dated 18/8/2008, the conviction of the petitioner has been converted from one under section 302 of the IPC to one under section 304-part 2, Roman 2 of the IPC. Full stop. Therefore, he continues to remain a convict. Secondly, after a period of nearly 23 years, the question of reinstatement of the petitioner in service in any view of the matter would not arise. Full stop. For the reasons stated herein above, I do not find any good ground for this court to entertain the writ petition. The writ petition is accordingly dismissed. Which are the other matters now pending? Mr. Hawk, you are not eligible for MSCP. I am passing the order.
I had just, my lord, kindly, I need some time, my lord. Because, my lord, I have just received the copy yesterday, my lord.
Copy of what?
Affidavit, my lord, they
All
file.
right. How much
So,
time you want?
2 weeks, my lord.
Actually, Mr. S. Hawk, learned counsel for the item. It submits that copy of the affidavit in opposition filed by the respondents has been served upon him only yesterday.
Yesterday.
And therefore he will be granted 2 weeks time to obtain
Right.
instruction. Ms. B. Sharma, learned CBC is present on behalf of the respondents. Taking note of the prayer made by Mr. Hawk, this matter is directed to be listed again after 3 weeks. In the meantime, rejoinder affidavit, if
Right.
any, be filed by the petitioner.
Right.
Yes,
Obligation.
Lordship, item number 56 and 57
yes.
for which is listed for hearing today. Can it be possible?
Sorry?
Lordship will take the matter rights.
Yes, yes, yes. So only 56 and 57 remains. No, 56.
Can it be on 15th of next
June.
June?
15 will be not possible.
Okay, as per your
Lordship.
20th June.
Lordship.
Mr. S. N. Tamale, learned counsel is present for the petitioner on the request of Mr. S. S. Roy, learned
CGC.
CGC appearing for the respondents. Hearing of this matter stands adjourned till 20th of June 2023. This matter will be listed accordingly. Yes.
Lordship. Obliged, Lordship.
Final disposal at admission stage, item 55.
Yes. What is the matter?
The petitioners were working as Gangura in the district of Morigaon. Then, my lord, they were not given salary. Then, my lord, they approached this court. Court gave a direction that you make an inquiry and make the payment. So they made payment up to 31/1/2008. From 1/2/2008, my lord, the salary was again stopped, and there is additional prayer for regularization. My lord, the whole facts is laid down in the order dated 7/12/22. 7/12/22.
So who has filed affidavit in this case?
My lord, first affidavit was filed by
My lord, we have filed for the DC, we have filed it yesterday, but we have done it through online manner. We have filed 1 and 3 already filed lordships. 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
4 also filed yesterday. Madam.
but copy was served to us. Copy was served.
Who does? Do you have a copy? Do you have a hard copy of respond number 3?
Respond number 3.
Affidavit filed by respond number 3. What is the stand in the affidavit?
Lordship, my lord. The Lordship, I see the affidavit filed by respond number 1, Lordship.
Yes.
In the paragraph number 6, we have been stated that, my lord, that in the undivided, my lord, Nagaon districts, there are some appointment was made 13 numbers of Gaugura. But without taking any concurrence from the government, my lord, they have been appointed. Undivided Nagaon district. And at that time.
So there are sanctioned posts in Morigao district, Gaugura,
Lordship. At that time, there is no sanction post.
but now there are sanctioned posts.
Lordship. That's why, my lord, that Lordship, I kindly see the annexer, page 66.
Page 66.
6 of my this of the affidavit filed by respondent 1. So we want some report from the deputy commissioner. This report that is not furnished to us, till date. It was written that.
What is the affidavit of the deputy commissioner?
Just I have done for this kind of communication, my lord. I don't have anything, my lord. In this affidavit, nothing has reflected. Because our communication, my lord, is till 10/4/2018. In that communication, my lord, we have asked for fund, my lord. But thereafter, it seems that.
All right, third, Mr. PK, you examined that if there are 16, they were appointed by following proper procedure.
No.
Then we'll ask the authorities to examine
Lord.
whether they were appointed by following proper procedure. And if so, if there are, if they have been continuing in service since so long, if there are vacant posts available, their services to be regularized against those posts, subject to the condition that they were appointed by following proper procedure. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, their services can be terminated. We'll make it very clear.
The period that they are working.
Sorry?
Salaries, my lord. Salaries since 1/2/2008.
That they will consider. If they have actually served during that period, their salary.
We are
will be
serving
paid.
till that is.
We have heard Mr. PK Roy Chaudhary, Learned Counsel hosted by Mr. B. Rahman, Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petitioners. Also heard Mr. J. Hendick, Learned Standing Counsel Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Assam, appearing for the respond number.
1 and 3, Lordship.
Respond numbers 1 and 3. Mr. R. Dhar, Learned Counsel, Government Advocate Assam has appeared for respond number Appeared for the respondent number 4. Why not 2? 2 and 4. Full stop. The Deputy Commissioner Morigao is respondent number 4. He has filed affidavit. When?
Yesterday night. We have,
Do you have a hard copy of that? Can you please give me?
yes.
Bring that copy, keep a copy here. Of that affidavit. Right. Full stop. The brief factual background of this case, comma, in a nutshell, comma, are that the 12 writ petitioners were appointed as Gauburas in the undivided Nagaon district. In the year, when were they appointed? Sometime in the year
1980, they have
Paragraph 3 article, sir. Paragraph.
on different dates during the periods from 1976 to 2013. First up, since then, the petitioners and some of their predecessors in interest, some of them, 1976, those were appointed, they are also petitioners here.
1976,
Not there.
78.
77,
78.
77, 78 there.
No, I am asking, I'll not ask it again, otherwise I'll fix a date. These petitioners were appointed during which range? What is the period?
My lord, the dates are given in para 3 that I have stated, date of appointment. These 12 petitioners are there. Para 3, page 7.
Actually, the petitioners were appointed as Gauburas in the undivided Nagaon district. 2008, Nagaon was not divided. Huh? 2008 was divided. Under the Morigao district. The date of appointment of the petitioners of the 12 petitioners are as follows. You'll find it in page 7, para number 3. Name and date of appointment is in the form of a tabular. Full stop. According to the petitioners, their appointments were made by following the due process of law and against sanctioned vacant posts of Gaubura. Full stop. Accordingly, they had also received salary for the work rendered by them as Gauburas. However, with effect from 31/1/2008, the salary of the petitioner has been stopped. As a result of which, they were compelled to approach this court by filing WPC number 337/2003. Full stop. By the order dated 28/1/2003. Where is that order? 28/1/2003.
37, 38. Page 38.
All the petitioners, 12 petitioners were there.
Madam.
Huh? All the 12 petitioners were
Here
petitioners in
Abdul Latif and others are there. The names are.
But names are not reflected. No, not here.
by the order dated 28/1/2003, passed in WPC number 337/2003.
Lordship, my lord, that 12 petitioner, that may not be in the 2003 lordship. My lord, this is a three lordship that year, WPC number 3.
Some of the
Some of the my lord, petitioner were appointed 2013, 2010 lordships.
Some of the petitioners had earlier approached this court by filing WPC number so and so, which was disposed of by the learned single judge by order dated 28/1/2003 with a direction upon the respondents to pass necessary orders for payment of their salaries in accordance with the provisions of the rules, if they were duly appointed by competent authority and have been discharging their duties as such. Full stop. Now, then note 2008, then it will be like this. They were, according to the petitioners, they were appointed in the posts of Gauburas against vacant sanction post, and after following a proper selection process. However, it appears from the record that some of the petitioners were denied salary, as a result of which they had to approach this court by filing WPC number 337/2003, which was disposed of by the learned single judge by order dated 28/1/2003 by directing, this part is already there, by directing so and so. Full stop. Taking note of the order dated 28/1/2003, the to the 2003, the government had decided to sanction budgetary allocations for payment of remuneration of 13 Gauburas in the district of Morigaon. Accordingly, salary was paid to the petitioners until 31/1/2008. However, since 31/1/2008, the petitioners have not received their salary. Full stop. Their services in the post of Gaubura have also not been regularized till date. Full stop. Aggrieved thereby, the petitioners have approached this court by filing the instant writ petition. Full stop. The respondent number 1 has filed affidavit in opposition, wherein the following statements have been made in paragraph 6. Paragraph 6 has to be quoted. Full stop. The respondent number 4, that is the Deputy Commissioner Morigaon, has also filed a separate affidavit wherein following statements have been made in paragraph 4. We have to quote paragraph 4 here. Full stop. From a careful reading of the statements made in the affidavits filed by respondent numbers 1 and 2, 1 and 4, it transpires that out of the (257) sanctioned posts of Gaubura in the district of Morigaon, appointments were originally made against 241 vacant posts. leaving 241 posts, leaving 16 posts vacant. The government had sanctioned a sum of 13.21 lakhs the government, by letter dated 02/03/2009, the government had sanctioned a sum of rupees 13.21 lakhs for payment of remuneration for 13 Gauburas of Morigao district, which included the present petitioners. First of, that is how the petitioners, that is how the salary of the petitioner was paid till 31/1/2008. First of, however, what action has been taken in the matter thereafter is not clear from the affidavits filed by the respondents. First of, if the petitioners were appointed as Gauburas by following a proper selection process, and if there were vacant posts available in the district of Morigao, then it is not understood as to why the services of the petitioners have not been regularized against those sanctioned vacant posts till today. Full stop. If the petitioners have rendered long and continuous years of service since their date of original appointments in the post of Gaubura, then not only would they have the right to receive salary for the period of service rendered by them, but they would also be entitled to be regularized against the sanctioned vacant posts. First up. Therefore, the respondents cannot keep the petitioners fate hanging in balance without addressing these issues. First up. Having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case in its entirety, this writ petition is therefore being disposed of with a direction upon the respondent numbers 1 and 3 to 1 and 3. 1, 2, and 3 to
Two, my lord, is some difficulty. 2, 1 and 3 will be, my lord.
1 and 3 to examine the case of the petitioners. To stop. On such examination, if it is found that the appointments of the petitioners were not illegal and they have continuously served as Gauburas since the date of their appointment, then not only will proper steps be taken for payment of salary to the petitioners for the services rendered by them, including arrear salary that may be found due and payable to them. But the respondents would also take necessary steps for regularization of the services of 12 petitioners in the post of Gaubura. The aforesaid exercise be carried out and completed as expeditiously as possible, but not later than 3 months from the date of receipt of a representation to be submitted by the petitioners, enclosing a copy of this order. With the above observation, this writ petition stands disposed of.
Obliged.
Just bring that.
For hearing item 56 and 57.
May I plead your lordship, item number 56 and 57 are both are analogous measure. And the petitioner in the item number 56 has appeared before this court for the second time, my lord. The petitioner who was appointed in the year of 1999 and his service was accordingly regularized and as a grade 4 employee under the Udalguri PHE.
What is the connection between 56 and 57? What is the connection? How they are connected?
Both are working in the same department, my lord. They are the matter pertaining to the upgradation from the grade 4 to grade 3.
Just 1 minute. Please take your seat. So these are cadre posts,
Yes, my lord.
cadre posts.
Yes, my lord.
Cadre, under which service rule? These are cadre posts?
Under the Assam Directory Established Ministry of the Service Rule. Rule 10, my lord, where Rule 10, clause 3, by selection on the basis of suitability with due regard to the seniority from amongst the grade 4 staff of the office who passed the higher secondary or equivalent examination and have rendered not less than 5 years, or in matriculation or equivalent examination and have rendered not less than 7 years of continuous service in the office of the first day of the year in which the selection is made, my lord. And if the petitioner has already rendered 25 years, my lord, petitioner in the 5 years of rendering in the said post as a grade 4 staff, and they are after approaching this court on 2011, and selection process was initiated by the department, and when the select list was published, where the petitioner in the item number 56 appeared in the serial number 7, my lord. Page lecture 9, page 26, my lord. The whole fact is narrated in the order passed in 27/10/2020.
So 1 minute, 1 minute. What is which post is petitioner in WPC number 7194/2017?
Yes.
Which is the post in which he is working now?
He is working at present. At present, he is working as a grade 4 staff in Udalguri PHE.
No, I want to know the name of the post. Grade 4 is a very big term.
Yes. The petitioner, Director of Health Service, which is no. Office of the Joint, the petitioner was working in the Office of the Joint Director of Health.
What is the post held by the petitioner, Miss Bora?
Surveillance worker.
Huh?
Surveillance worker.
Surveillance worker. Then as per her case, surveillance worker was created later.
Later, no.
Hmm.
Earlier
So-
petitioner was posted as a vaccinator.
Vaccinator, sorry.
Vaccinator.
Vaccinator.
So now you are seeking promotion to grade 3.
Yes.
Which are the posts in grade 3?
Grade 3 force is surveillance worker, basic health worker is a grade 3 force.
So he is now surveillance worker and he wants to become surveillance
No,
worker.
now he is a vaccinator, my lord.
She just is surveillance worker.
No, vaccinator.
Vaccinator, lordship. That has been, lordship, explained in our affidavit, lordship.
And then earlier he was considered for promotion as to post of
Early-
vaccinator.
In vaccinator.
So vaccinator to vaccinator.
Vaccinator to surveillance worker, but they have a person speaking order that they are the BTC authority is going to abolish the post of vaccinator and create the surveillance worker and basic health workers. But till that, no post has been created by the authority, and authority till date, my lord.
Lordship, it is through nowadays it is through direct recruitment, lordship. As per lordship, vector-borne disease control Act 2006, lordship. Kindly peruse our affidavit in additional affidavit filed in second case, lordship 703 additional affidavit, Lordship. Here
All right, now let us see the rules. Which is the rule? Which rule is applicable here? Give me the rules. Assam,
Assam Directorate Established Ministerial Service Rule 1973, the Rule 10 clause 3, my lord. Assam Directorate Establishment within bracket Ministerial Service Rule 1973. এবং আপনার কিতাবখন Assam Service Rule 20 ওপেন Rule 10.
So this is junior assistant.
Junior assistant, my lord.
Hmm.
Junior assistant.
I'll give you one more chance to go through it so that you understand your case. You don't have a case. This is the reason. All these posts are under a scheme. The question of issuing a direction for promotion will arise only when you can make out a clear case saying that you are appointed, you are holding this particular case post, which is a part of the cadre service. You have to show it in the rules. These are the cadre services in this part. And you have to show from the rule that for filling up the next post, the procedure is promotion and the feeder cadre is following so and so. And then only when the read court can issue a mandamus. Otherwise, what will keep happening is second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, but nothing will happen. So your client these are all vector-borne disease control measures. These are a part of the scheme. These posts are not included in the service rule. Therefore, there cannot be any direction to consider the case for promotion unless there is a scheme. Unless there is a scheme which itself says, yes. So rest of the things you can argue.
One of the candidate who is a grade 4 post already been promoted, my lord.
Promoted on by following.
Lordship wrongly promoted,
No.
Lordship. I have,
No, my lord,
we have set it in our affidavit, Lordship.
No, 2019, my lord. This is a recently, my lord, after the.
So forget the one. You tell me what is your right, how you are seeking an order from the court. That you have to first tell me. I would be very happy to pass the order, but it has to be in accordance
Yes, my
with
lord. Fix a date, I will. Fix a date, another date. my lord.
law. Somebody wrongly promoted, no mandamus can be issued. This is what is happening.
And that too by the government of Assam, whereas BTC is the proper authority. Government of Assam has promoted, Lordship.
These are all in BTC area.
No,
Yes.
that part that the earlier petitioner has filed, who has promoted to the grade 4 to grade 3, that was on the government.
Where is his appointment order?
Appointment order is page 10.
Page 10.
Thereafter, his service was regularized, my lord, in 1999.
All these are happening because nobody knows how the law operates. There's no question of regularization of service in a scheme, post carried in a scheme. If he is in a regular government servant, then his appointments will be treated under the rules. Then you have to tell clearly which is the post he is holding. That post must find mention in the rule. That rule must be indicating the cadre services clearly. If he is a part of a cadre service, then only the question of promoting him to the next by following the rules. Otherwise, no question of promotion.
But his service has been
No,
regularized.
these are all, what has
Sections-
happened here, somebody has
Permanent-
gone there, we can't pass orders on that. We have to pass
Permanent-
orders on rules and regulations and principles.
Hmm.
Somebody has happened, somebody has been given this, we don't know what has happened, we challenge that. As per decision of constitution officer. So what is the post he is holding? Nobody knows. Grade 4 post.
Great purpose, Lordship.
They are
Here,
coming.
Lordship,
The officer is coming to court now.
Lordship, here is, in the case of the petitioner, could not be considered for government of Assam has abolished the post of vaccinator.
What-
And
what
create the
post?
post, namely surveillance worker.
What is the post he is holding today?
One.
He is serving as grade 4. There is the selection list, it was shown.
1
that
minute, Lordship.
he is grade 4.
No, no, grade 4 is the category, but
Category,
the
madam.
post has a name.
First post
What is that name of the post? Nobody knows.
But in the appointment letter. no
Petitioner
problem.
doesn't know, respondent doesn't know, nobody knows.
Vaccinator, Lordship. Vaccinator.
Where is his appointment as a vaccinator?
Not mentioned, but one instruction from the authority, Lordship.
Have you filed affidavit?
Yes, sir.
Let me see what is there in your affidavit.
Affidavit and additional affidavit also, Lordship. In for Borua case, Lordship. One affidavit and Jonas Domari additional affidavit. The additional affidavit in Jonas Domari, Lordship.
In affidavit, in the.
SS paragraph 3, Lordship.
All right, heard Shons of Learned Counsel for the writ petitioners, also heard Miss R.B. Bora, Learned Standing Counsel, BTC. Ms. S. Sharma, Learned Standing Counsel, Health and Family Welfare Department,
Yes,
Assam, is present on behalf of the state, first up. After hearing submissions advanced by Learned Counsel for both the parties, it is not clear as to which is the grade 4 post presently held by the petitioners in both the writ petitions. Stop. It is also not clear as to whether their conditions of service is governed by any service rule, and if so, what is the name of the service rule? Full stop. Unless there is clarity on the aforesaid aspects of the matter, the question of considering the petitioner's case for promotion would not arise, since promotion is always treated as a creature of a statute. First up, under the circumstances and taking note of the request made by Learned Counsel for both the sides, hearing of these writ petitions stand adjourned for 3 weeks, so as to enable the respective counsel to examine these issues and come up with clear instructions in the matter. First up, we'll have it after 3 weeks. You come up with clear instructions. What is what?
Yes.
Everything must be clear, otherwise no mandamus.
But this one, instruction.
Submit representation, consider these orders cannot be passed by this court. You have to make out a case. What is the, that is why earlier orders, you must have noticed, people come to court, get an order, again come back to court, again get an order, again come back to court, because there is no clarity. What really is the claim? What is to be done? So it will be difficult to pass that kind of orders. If an order of the court is passed, it must be complied with. So it has to be clear in what is the adjudication, what is the direction. That can be passed only when there is clarity on what is the claim. What is the
So all
claim?
the appointment letter, regulation order, there is only a.
As I said already, who has done what elsewhere has got nothing to do in this court. This court will only go by what is the law. If the law doesn't support your case, if 10 other petitions have been allowed, I will still dismiss it. Only thing that matters is law, legal principle here. Justice will be done in accordance with law, not because somebody has done this, somebody has done that. That is of no concern. So you please examine and.
But one document of mine, Lordship, shows that they are vaccinated, your lordship.
No,
No.
you come prepared. Next day, I'm
Lordship,
going to finally dispose of these matters.
deeply understood.
Now the issues have been flagged, you come prepared. And also get the records.
Lordship, date may be fixed after 2 weeks.
After 3 weeks, you calculate and tell it, you'll put it.